We are out of this place. Alright, so we are going to drop off the little kids at school. It is a nice, beautiful, let me show you guys. Cloudy day. So beautiful outside. So we are going to drop them off. He claims he's going to school, y'all. Let's see if he actually goes.
It is cold, baby. It is cold, mommy. You are going to see the big light. It is. Thank you.
And look who did not go to school after saying he was going to school. He's still here. Yeah, you did not go to school. Why you didn't go to school? He's a dropout, y'all.
My partner wanted to do thrusters at 115 pounds. I was like, no. How about 95? I was like, no, let's do 75. And then he had the nerve to be like, I'm sure glad you suggested 75 because it's kicking my butt. Yeah. You know what thrusters are, right?
Yes. How was your hip movement?
Horrible. That's the reason I can't do them. I can't do that. And I can't rest the bar on my chest to rest when I'm going down and coming up. I ain't got nothing to do with my neck.
It's gotta be other.
You can't do it either.
I just did it.
No, it's easy to just be like, I want to see a bar and see if you can get it on your chest with maintaining your grip.
Challenge your success, sir.
Go on a 2-week pass.
No, not in 5:45, and you can't bring babies.
Yes, you can.
11 will not really. What I'm gonna do is strap it on my back.
Hey, that just helps your workout. That's an old fire truck. They need to upgrade that.
Daddy, the cops are coming from you.
What?
The cops are coming from you.
What?
The cops are coming from you.
The cops are coming for me?
Yes.
Jeez.
Because you're driving.
Because I'm driving? Well, I'm going to have to drive fast to run from them.
Such a shame. And so, you know, she was just going to kind of make him come in.
Can't do that. That's how kids become serial killers.
I don't know about that.
So she was going to make him come in. And you stopped it, obviously?
Well, I was like... So, the school the kids go to, they have a policy where for the little bitty kids and even the older kids that are struggling with coming into the classroom, they don't want you to console them or hug them or anything like that. Their thought process is just rip the band-aid off. So put them in, rip the band-aid off, the kids will be okay and they'll eventually stop crying and they'll have a good day. And while that might be true, I don't practice from that principle. I feel like when you teach a child early on to do things that they don't want to do, that breeds a ground for other things that they do that they don't necessarily want to do.
Right.
I also feel like if your child is saying they're scared and they're crying and they're scared and they're crying, that there may be a legit reason why they're scared and they're crying. They might just be having separation anxiety, true, or they may really be scared for a legit reason. So because of that, we don't force the kids to go to places they don't want to go.
Is it live?
No, it's not live. What kind of camera you think this is?
Ah. I definitely think that forcing a kid, it goes, you know, in class, making them go into class and not consoling them. I don't think that's the answer. I think it's a way to balance that, because I think it goes beyond the class. If you do it in class, it's gonna scar that kid, and that's gonna go beyond the classroom. You don't know how to mental.
Right. Like, I think that they should allow
repercussions.
5 to 10 minutes of you being able, because you know your child, you being able to console them, and you know, and it should be a gentle pass off. Like, you as the teacher shouldn't be, in my opinion, intervening in that gentle pass off unless you're gently receiving. If I'm trying to console him and you walk up and you're like, come on buddy, that interrupts that moment, versus you just being like, okay, you know, when you're ready, come in and we're gonna have lots of fun, and just kind of let them come in on their own.
Right. It just goes back to that whole prison mentality. Be where you're supposed to be, do what I tell you to do, whether you like it or not.
Right.
Eat when I tell you to eat, sleep when I tell you to eat.
Sleep when I tell you to sleep.
Sleep when I tell you to sleep. So clearly they embrace that philosophy.
I think it's like, you know, we got so many parents and so many kids, and you know, we don't want you, like, you're disrupting the classroom by trying to console your child that's crying. But I think, and then it makes the other kids upset if they see your child crying. But I think that wouldn't necessarily be the whole case. Like, you don't have to come into the classroom and console your child that's crying. But if I'm standing outside of the door and I'm talking, like I was standing outside the door and I was like, Phoenix, you know, do you want to go in? Let's go in. And you know, she came up and she's like, come on buddy, it's gonna be a great day. And it's like, let me talk him off the ledge. Let me, because you're not helping right now. Obviously you are the reason he doesn't want to come into the classroom.
Which lady was it?
Like, he was perfectly fine all the way up here.
Was it the younger lady or older?
It was the younger one. The one that always was like, oh, you know, I know it's hard, but he has a good day, you know. But I'm like, he was fine all the way up here, and then the moment you walked up, he literally was like, I don't want to go. I'm scared.
Right.
So I need you to back away and let me.
It's amazing how teachers don't realize that sometimes they're the problem.
Right.
And it's not the fact the kid doesn't want to be, you know, in a position to be as separated from the parents, just that they don't like the freaking teacher for whatever reason.
Right.
We learned that with Major. And
exactly.
That wasn't a good experience.
No,
and because we addressed the issue, they became old enough to the point where they were able to go back and actually be excited about it, so they weren't scarred.
Tore that car up. And why is the news here?
How's that possible?
That car, right? There has to be another car involved. Exactly. Alrighty, so we are at the play space. I'm taking y'all to work with me today. Take your peeps to work today. I am going to, we got a few little things we have to do. We are cleaning our balls today. Cleaning our balls. Gotta have nice, clean balls, y'all.
Yes.
Is that your game?
No, mommy. Mommy has two. Alright. No talking.
Cleaning the balls. It smells fantastic in here. Alrighty guys, so we are here at the building still cleaning, and we were talking about family budgeting, and we have proposed a family challenge to spend roughly $168 a week, so that's $14 a day on food. Somebody is not happy, y'all. I shall return. So, we are proposing that we are going to try this, and the big kids have said that they want to do their own shopping for the week. So they each want to get $14, and I take them to their choice of grocery store, and they will spend their $14 for the week on their own food. That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and if they can, a snack. And they will have their food for the week that they will prepare and cook and manage, and if they run out of food, they just run out of food. So what y'all think? Y'all think we should do this challenge? Should we take it on? I think we are. So we're gonna go shopping and see how these kids budget. This is life schooling, y'all. This is life schooling. Alrighty, so I am on my way to get my little ones. And the baby is crying. So you guys, I'm like, you know, I was saying the other day to somebody how I stayed home for almost 12, 13 years that I was home, stay-at-home mom, and during that time I wasn't like fully stay-at-home. I did other things. I, you know, had little side businesses, just things to keep me busy, keep my mind occupied, help earn extra income. So always was doing something, but my primarily full-time job was being a stay-at-home mom. And I always say, as a stay-at-home mom, my resume was extensive, because as a stay-at-home mom, you are a chef, or a nurse, a doctor, a therapist, a confidant, a masseuse, a maid, a housekeeper, a janitor. I mean, you are so many different things. And you know, if you're a working mom, those job titles don't just drop off, you know, unless of course you got a nanny or, you know, a housekeeper or something like that to kind of take over one of those titles. But even then, it is only temporary. They're not full-time help, unless of course you got full-time help. But you're still, you know, a working mom, and you're still doing all of those things. Those things don't stop. And if you are a mompreneur, as people like to call it, or a mom that is running her own business, or, you know, CEO or something like that, on top of working and still having all those job titles at home, you have employees you have to manage now, and you got to be an assistant for your job and a secretary for your job, and just all these other things on top of that. And I'm not saying one is any strenuous than the next. I'm saying they each come with their own challenges. And for me, being a business owner, the challenge is, you know, finding that balance. And there really isn't a such thing as balance. I mean, that's kind of like a made-up thing. You will never ever have balance. You know, there will always be something out of sorts. It's just a matter of where you want to put your energy in that day or for that time or whatever. But there will never be a 50-50 balance. But for me, it's the balance is, you know, making sure that I'm not dividing my attention when I am focused on one thing at that time. So, you know, when I'm in business mode, making sure that I'm in business mode, and I'm not trying to be in business mode and mommy mode. And when I'm in mommy mode, making sure that I'm only in mommy mode. And when, you know, I'm in wife mode, I'm in wife mode. So those are the things that I have to consistently work on. So anyway, I've left the building, and I am going to leave work at the building as I go and pick up my little ones and be in 100% mommy mode. So I am back at the building, and the time is 7:30. We have been here all day long. And so I am leaving. We're gonna go grab dinner as a family and take this thing in. So thanks guys for hanging out with me today. Hopefully I will get better at this vlogging thing and can bring you guys on more of our little family adventures. But thanks guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, I almost forgot. If you have not subscribed, please do so. I would love for you guys to join us and follow me on this journey and all that good stuff. So please subscribe if you haven't done so. If you have already subscribed, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you next time.